Відомості, Washington's money spigot for Ukraine arms supplies may be running dry. The $48 billion military aid package that the U.S. approved for Ukraine in December may be fully allocated by midsummer, according to Politico. According to the U.S. publication, only $6 billion of the original aid package now remains, and the process of getting Congress to approve more assistance will take time and could disrupt the pipeline of weapons and military hardware to Kyiv. Meanwhile, however, such deliveries are needed now more than ever as Ukraine gears up to launch its much-ballyhooed counteroffensive. Yet the jury is still out on whether the Biden administration's latest aid measures will be enough and will arrive in time, Politico writes. Meanwhile, senior U.S. leaders are already discussing yet another aid package for Kyiv. An official told Politico that, although it is unclear how Ukraine's needs may change during or after the expected counteroffensive, the White House fully intends to keep the spigot of aid for Kyiv open. This time around, however, any new Ukraine aid package may fall victim to the rancorous partisan tug-of-war over the U.S. debt ceiling, Politico added. What the publication termed a small but vocal group of Republicans is seeking to cut spending on Ukraine. As an alternative option, though, the White House may propose smaller packages for Ukraine to get through the rest of the year. For the Biden administration, which is in charge of decision-making on this issue, providing aid to Ukraine remains a sacred cow, Vladimir Vasilyev, senior research fellow at the Institute for U.S. and Canadian Studies, told Відомості. Even should the U.S. go into technical default if the debt ceiling is not raised, the White House may well go to the wall defending more appropriations for Ukraine, the more so since the financing of national security needs is Washington's number 2 priority after debt payments. This is why the United States will definitely not leave Kyiv in the lurch without support until the end of this fiscal year, the expert argues. According to him, more heated debates may arise during congressional voting on the budget as Republicans, who control the House of Representatives, are set to bring defense expenditures down to the 2022 level, which may negatively affect the volume of aid for Kyiv. At the same time, Republicans may curb aid for Ukraine through audits, an argument the party will use if any abuses and misappropriation are detected in Ukrainian aid flows. However, Vasilyev says the GOP will clearly be reluctant to play this card this year, but would instead save it as an argument to trot out in next year's budget debates, thus ensuring that Ukraine will not be left without weapons in the next 4 to 5 months.